Welcome to Golden Hour. So we have 30 minutes together to wake up the body to feel good. We'll start seated, so if you have something to sit on, maybe a cushion, just to raise up the hips. Placing your hands on your knees, opening through your chest, letting your crown of your head come tall to the sky, grounding down through your sit bones, and closing your eyes if they're not already closed, and just arriving in your space this morning. So this is golden hour. This is your time before the day starts for yourself. It's that special time when you're a little more fresh, when you haven't had so many impressions or opinions from the day. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. So you may or may not hear some chickens throughout this class, depending how good my microphone is. They are up and about. But that is life at the cabin. Blinking open your eyes, interlacing your fingers, pushing your palms away, rounding through your back. Taking some breaths here. Sending your breath to your ribs in your upper back. And then inhaling, palms to the sky, sitting tall, reaching long. And then clasping your hands behind your back, reaching back, opening through your chest. Let's do that again. Palms interlaced, pushing back. Reaching tall. And then interlacing fingers, opening through your chest. Sending your head up to the sky. Releasing your hands. I'm going to come back to sit on the mat this time. And then lifting right hand high, placing it on your left knee. Left hand comes behind you, reaching tall, finding length, and then twisting to the back of the mat. Grounding through both sit bones. Making sure you're breathing here, not holding any breath. And then back to center. The left hand reaches onto right knee, coming tall through the spine, and then rotating to the back of the mat. Coming forward, and then right hand reaches long and then against your, to the side of the mat. Left hand reaches high, side stretch, pressing through left sit bone so it doesn't pop up. And we're trying to create length here. So if you're trying to do everything to get that arm on the ground, but this bottom is up and you're rounding over, try to come up a bit higher. So we're creating length, space. Inhale, coming up, and then straight away to the other side. And then coming forward, front of your mat. Hands and knees, all fours. Pressing into your palms, cat-cow. So pushing belly to the mat, looking up to the sky. And then rounding through your spine. Inhale. Exhale, dropping everything down. Pushing away. And allowing any extra movement that you need today. So maybe moving through your hips, coming over your wrists. Switching the direction, moving through your head, your neck. Nice free movement here. Coming to stillness, and then from here, toes together, knees wide apart, and sinking down child's pose. head resting on the mat. And just take this moment to go within, letting yourself breathe yourself into stillness. And reminding yourself that child's pose is always there for you whenever you need it. Slowly coming up all fours, tucking your toes under and pushing back, down facing dog. Extending through your hands, long straight spine. Pushing through your knuckles. You can have a big generous bend in your knee, it's our very first one. And then bending and straightening one leg at a time, walking your dog. Coming to stillness. Big inhale. Big exhale. Again, big inhale. Release. Looking to the front of your mat and taking small steps all the way to the front. We meet in a forward fold, bending at the knees, letting your head go. And you can hold onto opposite elbows here, ragdoll, swaying from side to side. Maybe some no's with your head, some yeses. Releasing your hands, and super slow, take your time, come up to standing. And we meet in mountain pose. So feet are hip width apart, rounding through your heels, lift through your kneecaps, open through your chest, palms open, head tall. Big inhale, exhale. Just arriving in front of your mat. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, hands reach. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. See if I don't smash my head against the window here. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back to length. And then lowering down knees to the very first one. Coming over the wrist, chaturanga. And then coming all the way up onto your belly. Hands under your shoulders. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, dropping down. Engaging glutes. Inhale, low cobra, looking over right shoulder. Looking over left. And back down. One more inhale. Lifting hands up off the mat. So we're just using our upper back to get here. Lowering down. And then slowly, let's discover if we can get into a cobra rather than a low cobra. So gently pushing up. If that's too much, let's stay low. Pushing into your hands. Coming back. Downward facing dog. Engage in your breath here. So the aim of today's class is to breathe. So whenever you find yourself holding your breath or lost in a thought that is not focused on your breath, gently guide yourself back to your inhale and your exhale. Looking to the front of your mat, stepping up. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, long straight spine. And exhale, folding forward. You can bend the knees if you need. Inhale, rising to stand, hands reach. Exhale, hands to your heart center, close your eyes. Inhale, hands reach. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping back, plank, lowering down, chaturanga, knees or toes. Inhale, upward facing dog, pushing through your hands. Exhale, pulling back. Downward facing dog, reset here. And then from here, lifting right leg high, bending your knees, stacking your hips so your heel comes close to your bottom. And then right knee to right elbow. Back up, bend your knee, open your hips. And then right knee to left elbow, pulling it in nice and high. Inhale, back up, open hip. Right knee to chest. Stepping your foot to the front of your mat, dropping your back knee, low lunge. And then climbing up, hands onto your thigh, open through your chest. Staying here, or inhale, arms reach. See if you can relax your face, your jaw. Hands to the mat, flexing your front foot, half split. And then inhale, coming forward into low lunge. We're going to flow through that a few times. So exhale, half split. Inhale, coming up. One more of each. And then we're going to meet in our half split, hands reach. Hands to heart center. And we're coming in for a twist, so either staying with the back knee down or tucking the toes under, coming up, high lunge, leaning over your front knee, twisting so left elbow comes outside of right knee, pressing into that contact, pressing through your back heel. Focusing on your inhales here. Staying here, or you can fly the arms. And looking up to your top thumb. Hands to the mat. Stepping back into dog. And then rippling forward into plank. Lowering down, chaturanga. Finding your vinyasa, pulling back. So staying here in dog for a few breaths, or sinking down, child's pose. So wherever you are, back to dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Feeling your breath in your hip. And then left knee, left elbow, nice and high, rounding through your back. Inhale, back up, open through the hips. Exhale. Knee to right elbow this time, twisting under your body, engaging your core. Inhale, back up, stacking the hips. And then knee to chest. Stepping through to the front of your mat, dropping your back knee, climbing up, low lunge. Inhale, hands reach. Exhale, sinking into the pose. Seeing where you can release tension, if it's in our shoulders, our face. And then hands to the mat, pushing back, half split. And then coming forward into that flow, inhale, reach. Exhale, coming back. And then once you come next to low lunge, we'll meet there. So big round of breath, inhale. Exhale. Hands to heart, staying in low lunge or tucking toes up. High lunge, tipping forward, finding your twisted lunge, pushing into your back heel. Feeling that big energy line from your heel all the way up to your hip, staying with the arms together or flying the arms so fingertips come to the floor, elbow inside of knee, opening up through your chest. To complete the pose, taking your drishti, your gaze to your thumb. Hands to the mat. Let's get out of there. Stepping back down with facing dog. Rippling forward. Vinyasa, lowering down. Pushing back. And then let's all go to child's pose. But this time knees are together. Reaching hands behind you. Head on the floor. Cosmic egg. Letting your shoulders hang, letting everything go. Beautiful, coming up. And from here we're going to come to seated. So coming over onto your bottom, reaching your feet out in front of you. Coming to sit on your sit bones, you might want to remove the flesh. Tall through your spine, Dandasana, seated staff pose. And then lifting hands to the sky, tipping forward, long spine. And coming into our seated forward fold. You can make contacts and with your legs, the floor, sides of the legs, the toes, wherever you can reach. And then inhale, lengthen, and exhale. You start to fold in, letting your spine round. We'll be here for a few breaths. So just seeing and exploring without forcing. If there's any space to be found here, using your inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold a little deeper. Inhale, slowly rising back up, sitting tall, and then lifting your bottom forward, coming down to lie on your back, hugging knees into chest. Might move my clip. And then figure four, placing your left foot on the floor, flexing through your right foot, Right heel is coming onto your left thigh, pressing this knee away, and then reaching through the insides of that gap, so to the thigh or all the way to the shin. Opening through your hip. And then switching side, so flexing left foot and then holding onto shin or to your thigh through the gap in your figure 4. Inhale and exhale. See if you can slow down your exhale, extending, make it a little bit longer. So big inhale, big exhale, letting your body melt into the mat. Releasing the pose, having both knees to center, and then we're going to come into supine twist. So extending your leg long, left leg long, right knee hugs in, right knee comes over to the left, right arm extends out. If you don't have space, you can always bend at the elbow. Turning your head to your extended arm. Back to center, and then switching legs. I have a wall here, unfortunately. So coming over, twisting and extending arm. Focusing on your breath. Coming back to center, hugging your knees in. Maybe flexing through the feet, giving your ankles some rolls. Last bit of movement, moving through the hips, some circles, circles the other way, slowing down the movements. And then extending out through your legs. Coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Hands open, feet fall away. And allow your body to rest, to absorb the practice, for your nervous system to calm down. Completely let go here. slowly moving fingers and toes, reaching your arms long, giving yourself a big stretch, hugging your knees into your chest, and just staying here for a few moments. Knees dropping over to one side, and staying here again for a few breaths. And then when you feel ready, climbing up to sit on your mat, crossing your shins at the middle, crossing your legs at the middle of the shins, tall through your spine. Noticing any shifts of energy, maybe more calm, grounded. Just focusing on your breath here, feeling each inhale and exhale through the nostrils. Blinking open your eyes, bring your hands to heart center, bowing your head towards your hands. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this morning for Golden Hour. Well, I might see you again in tomorrow's class, doing most days this week, and I hope you feel the difference of spending a few moments just being in touch with your body and focusing on the breath. And remember that the breath is always there for you throughout the day, whenever it gets challenging, whenever you feel a bit overwhelmed. And it was so nice to have you here. My name's Camilla, and I'll see you in another class soon.